Well, what would you say to someone out there who, um, let's say they don't necessarily want to be a professional musician, but they love music and they want it to be part of their lives. Maybe it's a professional adult or a retiree or something like that. And they say, well, I don't have time to do this. I wish I had time, but I don't have the time. What would you say to that?
I would say 15 minutes a day of doing something that you love will add up very fast, and that's what I've heard too. Just doing a little bit.
And why is it the everyday thing real important?
It's just a habitual, like you brush your teeth.
Right.
Just something, and if it's something you really don't enjoy, why would you do it? So.
Well, I think what it is that as you know, when you first start doing something, you kind of suck.
Yeah.
And then you're like, and I think it's difficult for people to see the future.
Yeah.
I mean, let me ask you this. When you were struggling with your instrument at the early age of 10 and beyond, did you ever know that you would be in the position where you were playing for thousands of people and have this amazing skill, or did you just play for the joy of it? Where was that?
Well, I think because my brother was so good, I thought I better get something going on here,
Right.
something. But I did have a sense that I had something to offer, and I think it was more of my personality. I was just funny and fun, and
I don't really get that.
the first time I played, well, yeah, I'm kind of losing that. It's older, I guess. But
From what I hear,
first time I played my little solo for, I didn't even know what it was because I was kind of a sheltered lad. But I played "Smoke on the Water" on the sax, and the guys
Nice.
went nuts. Everyone in the band, they kind of encouraged me to do it and told me the melody, and I just did it, and it was terrible. I honked out, gah, 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 But I think I knew I liked that feeling of making people happy, but yeah, I was a minority in my school, and I just was surviving, and just I didn't really. I think church was great because we had the band and we performed all the time. We would just rewrite songs, and so I think I knew I wanted to continue, but it seemed like a pipe dream for sure. So I was just having fun.
Was music kind of an escape for you too? I mean, obviously it's in your home a lot, but
Yeah,
if you struggled in school or maybe had some challenges there, was it kind of a place where you could go?
Oh my gosh! Like in the car, we loved Paul McCartney had these great songs coming out, and Alan Parsons. I didn't even realize how influential. Time and
Yeah.
and Eye in the Sky. I mean, you just don't even know. It sounds so good. You didn't
Right.
even know what to do, and so that was huge. And singing the harmonies. We loved that, and you could never get guys to that could do it with you, and so
Right.
it was a saving grace for sure, and even still, I mean, music is just it kept me out of trouble. It's been
Are you
wonderful.
sure? You didn't get any
Well,
trouble?
yeah, it does
Never
both.
mind. We won't talk about the trouble.
Like not smoking too much, because I was worried
Of
about the
course.
lungs.
Yeah.
Chewing tobacco with sax. I was like,
Right.
I don't know.
Projectiles coming out of the horn.
Yeah.
Well, let's go back to someone again, like an adult who's pulling the guitar out from under the bed, or the old, I got an old flute. This would be really cool to
Yeah.
play. And again, they just don't have the time. So your recommendation was just try to carve out a small time.
Yeah, I mean, just get it out of the case, or if you need to leave it out, that helps, and set it on the stand there. That way, it's ready.
It's looking
And
at
just
you.
noodle, yeah, because there's a lot of magic in the noodling. And if it's a flute, just take the mouth. They told me just to take the mouthpiece of the sax, and just blow it. You can do that in the car. Doot, 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 just get off the texting and just blow your mouthpiece.
All right.
And the guitar is really just getting over the pain of the fingers on the thing, and you get the little you learn the dots, and then you got to change between two chords. But if you have to look at some yahoo that can play sax or play guitar, it's like that guy can do it. I can do it. Just
I wish people
motivate
felt
yourself.
that way more often, because I think that people think that music is like magic. It's like we're musicians,
Musicians. Well, it is.
right. Yeah, keep showing up and paying us. But it would be nice to demystify it for people and say, look,
Yeah.
like you said, just do it.
Well, yeah. I think I demystified it a little too much for my daughter, because she held up her hand in school one year, and they said, what instruments they play and stuff. And she said, I play all instruments. Because I told her, I was like, if you go to a piano and you hit that button,
You played it.
You played it.
Yeah.
So she's like, yeah, I play guitar and piano. But she won't practice.
Right. I could do this.
Yeah, she's like, sorry, I dropped my...
No, it's all good.
I'm molting